welcome back to Final Fantasy 14, post-game, a Realm Reborn, new game plus, a bunch of other stuff on top of it. Last time we were here, hey Alteron, thanks for immediately popping in. What happened last time was we punched Shiva in the gut, and then we were like, stop being heretics, and then they were like, no, and then she's like, go talk to the dragon. We were like, okay, let's talk to a dragon. The dragon was like, oh, by the way, you don't got crystals anymore. And it was pretty bad. So now it's time to be a warrior of light without being a warrior of light. Can we do it? I don't know. Hey, LV, thanks for coming. Let's see what we can do. Let's try it out. Alrighty, Haty Doodle. Actually, I forgot why I'm talking to you, Alphino. Oh, right, we're trying to figure out about the ether. We're trying to get Moonbrita to figure out how we can murder an Ascian, because Ascians are bad and they need to be murdered. That's just facts. It would seem that events have once more conspired to rob us of rest and recuperation. Though I would wish it otherwise, I must ask that you head straight away to the processing plant. The Fourth have already deployed to the area and await the arrival of the Scions. Wilred will brief you on the developing situation. Meanwhile, I must rendezvous with Captain Ilbert at our headquarters in Ul'dah. I shall take command of our forces there with a lighter heart, knowing that you go to support the front lines. Yeah, go ahead, Alfie. I love how it teleports us there. Oh no, it doesn't. I thought it was teleporting us. There's a thing that happens. Alright, we were just talking with you about what you guys were doing. Your duties take you to Northern Thanalan, do they not? Mm-hmm. We too must say our farewells to the Rising Stones for a time. Flamine travels to Ul'dah, and we shall serve as her escort. At my daughter's behest, I go to contact certain old acquaintances in the Gilded City. Ahem. Yeah, We are beset on all sides by civil unrest and imperial machinations, threatened by primals and troubled by dragons. We need all the allies we can muster. Many of my friends hold positions of power, you see, and it is my hope that they can be convinced to aid the Scions' cause. If past events have taught us anything, then we know that Eorzea must present a united front or we shall fall. How extraordinary that my little Ascilla is involved in such far-reaching affairs. I am proud that I must now stand at her side not only as a mother, but also as a colleague. A colleague with influential connections, but I fear that Ul'dah has become a place of danger even for one so familiar to our streets. Bah! Woe betide the blackguard that so much as glares in your direction, milady. And then he tips his fedora. Oh! I shall be well protected, it seems. Shall we be on our way then? See you around. Have fun, you guys. Leave it to me. You too. Me too, I guess. Whatever. Ultinate, you take care of them, okay? Have fun. Oh, congratulations. You're getting straight back into it, aren't you? Getting back into Apex Legends. Are you, do you really enjoy it? A lot? How is it? Please tell me about a different game that's completely different to the one that I am playing now. This is not dumb, I guess. If I recall, I think they skipped something here. If they do, I'll be sure to point it out. Oh, hey, Midgardsormr. Look at you flying. Oh, and also, I like it when Jadelyn has her face, so I don't like the white hood very much. You've seen it before. Look at his baby! He's on my shoulder, he's adorable. Yeah, you don't gotta fly, it's okay. Anyway, I decided to put on the Pope hat for Jadelyn because everyone loves Jadelyn. Jadelyn is so awesome, they gave her a Pope hat, and now she's a Pope. But not a fantasy Pope. Will It's been a while! How are you? How you doing, man? Commander Levier sent word that you would be coming. A veteran of your talents is most welcome. Not that I don't think we can handle the situation, mind you. I've learned a trick or two since that disaster with the Amalja. But returning to the task in hand. The Flames' reconnaissance scouts have reported Imperial soldiers assembling at Raubon's push. Such a force is likely interested in only one thing, getting their hands on the resources found here at the processing plant. Garleans could begin marching on us at any time. Pray speak with Lieutenant Edelstein that we might coordinate our counter strategy. Sure, why not? In the meantime, I will inform the others that you've arrived, and no doubt it'll be welcome tidings. Oh, look at that dork, he's getting so big. I love him. He's so much bigger than the strapping lads that I had to save when he was a baby. See, they teleported me over here. That's it. That's the teleport. It used to be that you had to search around here to find the Garlean spies, and one of them is up here on this part here, but it doesn't tell you. It just shows a ring in this area on the mini-map. So you're running around here trying to find it. You're like, where do I go? What do I do? And you can't fly, remember. This was back when you couldn't fly. So you had to go all the way over here, go up these stairs, and then end up all the way up here. And then you had to walk all the way over to the other side. And you better not fall, because then you had to start over. And here he was, hiding up here. It was the dumbest thing. It was so stupid. No one could find it. Everyone was angry. No wonder they cut it. I just wanted to point it out because I remember running around everywhere for it, and I figured it out all by myself. I didn't have to scream and shout at people or go online. I am the best. Anyway, Edelstein.
Captain Whispersong, my soldiers yet tell tales of your deeds during Operation Archon. With that we could sit a while and reminisce about old times, but I fear more pressing matters require our attention.
Oh! What the? Midgardsormr, look at you! Breathe in a little fire. Please don't burn me again.
The civilization draughtsman, you see, I've come across several highly suspicious crates within boundaries of the processing plant. I had my sappers take a closer look, and our worst fears were confirmed. These boxes contain powerful explosive devices of Imperial design, no less.
Oh, this is the one. You had to find these Imperial boxes. That was it. God. I remember. Anyway.
By my order, the Flame Station here are conducting a thorough sweep of the compound as we speak, and thank goodness you don't gotta do it this time. Though it troubles me we're unable to apprehend the Imperial spy behind this, I have faith that our men will be able to neutralize the threat for now. In the meantime, our scouts bring troubled news on the latest movements of the Imperial Army. I would once again ask for your aid.
Alright, thank goodness I don't gotta fly around finding stuff. Except I couldn't fly back then, so I had to walk around and pray.
We've been keeping a close eye on that Garlean garrison, and to it seem the Imperials have finally begun to mobilize. According to the reconnaissance report that just came in, the squads seen leaving the classroom were too few in number to effectively take and hold our position. They will likely mount a swift assault and focus on the acquisition of resources. I have, of course, also shared this report with the Crystal Braves. They've decided to take to the field to meet this assault head-on. I've apprised your fellow Scions of the situation, and I'm heartened to know that they will be joining the effort. Pray report to Commander Ascian, and lend your much welcome strength to the counteroffensive.
Ascian! Ascian. Let's do a mount for that. Wait, oh, you're over here. Oh, hey, everyone's here! Whoa! Be it a squad of soldiers or some magitech monstrosity, I shall allow no foe to harm the lovely Moonbreeder. Thanks, Thancred. Considering the weapon she wields, I don't believe the lady is in need of additional protection. What? Oh, wow! That is an axe! Wow, Moonbreeder! Wow! Isn't it a beauty? A lady merchant in Revenant's Toll simply gave it to me. Said she was investing in the future or some such.
Adoro. That is amazing.
Now that is an impressive piece of steel. Have you ever seen Moon swing her axe? Swipe, slice, cleave! There's really no stopping her! Wilred! Right then, time to see if all this training is paid off. Ralker, guide my blade!
Oh, Wilred, adorable!
Tiny baby! Glad to have you with us, Calosa. As I'm sure Lieutenant Edelstein has explained, the Garleans have deployed a small force from Castra Meridianum. With our main column assembles to the north near Dalamut's Talons, but we've also spied several squads attempting to conceal themselves on the approach to the west.
Yo, Ilberd! They wish you to rush forth and commit to battle with the main column, leaving the detached force free to raid the plant and pillage supplies. Not much of a strategy, but these are desperate men.
Captain Ilberd!
For the freedom of all! Greetings, Scion. I understand the commander bids you and your fellows welcome to lend a hand at the Braves. With such mighty heroes at its disposal, the Fourth should have no trouble contending with aught the Garleans throw at them. But even you cannot be everywhere at once. The Third was getting restless holed up in Ul'dah, so I marched them out here to fill any holes in the plant's defenses and add their numbers to your counterattack.
The reinforcements are welcome. We've enough soldiers now to divide our own forces and safely engage the enemy far beyond the walls.
Aye, it would be best to avoid staging a battle anywhere near this much ceruleum. Let's take this fight to the Garleans.
A wise course indeed. I shudder to think of the consequences should any of these storage tanks be exposed to fire, says the thaumaturge. If there are no objections, the Scions shall join the Fourth and give battle to the main column.
You're with the Third, then, Warrior of Light. Your job will be to intercept these squads hiding out in the west and prevent them from reaching the processing plant.
Aha!
When you're ready to proceed, report to Lieutenant Yuyu Hase. The scouts should have a rough idea of where the Imperials have concealed themselves by now.
Yeah, oh hey, Ilberd, what's up? What's up, Ilberd? What's up?
He just appears. You know, as you do. My gentleman, let's go!
Yo, Yuyu Hase, what's up? Where did you find these guys? A pleasure to be fighting at your side once more, Scion. Our operations invariably succeed when you're around, and victories are wont to pave the road to greater coin, if you catch my drift. Now, this detached force we've been sent to eliminate is split into smaller squads, the better to conceal themselves within the terrain hereabouts, I imagine. We'll need to split ourselves up as well to cover more ground, and I will make sure we root out all those would-be raiders. Seeing as how you're an army unto yourself, I've assigned you your own areas to scour clean of enemy soldiers. Aye, this will be a simple search and destroy. We'll rendezvous back here when the task is done. Happy hunting, Scion. See ya, Yuyu Hase. He's over here. Oh, this was where the grave was for the Atoa Kant. Except, oh, there it is. Yeah, Atoa Kant. There it is. There's the little grave site. Well, we better not fight too close to it then. Whoa, that's a big dude. Hey, Jadlin, can you handle that guy for me? Ow, did you just stun me? Did you stun me, sir? Oh, you are going to get punched in the face. That's what I thought. Any more? There's some more up here. Come on, Jadlin. Midgardsormr is just watching. You don't care. You don't give a crap. Honey, Midgardsormr don't care. Midgardsormr don't give an F. Whee! You know what? There's some sprites here too. We're just gonna do a nice, good old toll. Get out. That's what you get for
being hungry and desperate for food and supplies? Are we the baddies? To be fair, we probably already gave them the chance to give up and they refused, so I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm not gonna take I'm not gonna worry about it. You seem grim, Scion. I'll take it to mean that, between us, more than a few Garleans won't be making it back to the castrum. These Imperials, though, they certainly made us earn our pay. I would be a happy man if I never had to tussle with another of those Magitech horrors. It's time we bid this war-torn land farewell. I will contact the 4th and let Lieutenant Alian know the west is now clear. I would appreciate it if you'd do the same when you report to Lieutenant Edelstein. Also, they're kind of invading forces. Yeah, I know, but, like, they don't really have a way to leave. That's why I was saying, we probably gave them the chance to give up, but they haven't. They probably are like, oh, I can't ever give up. If I give up, then I'll be killed on my way back to my home planet or something. But it's not a pretty picture for the people who are just generic soldiers. What news of the Garlands, Captain Whispersong? Hey, you remembered I'm a captain. Nice. Well, I punched all of them, and then I holeyed their faces. The raiding parties are no more, then. Excellent. The Almachina engineers will be most relieved to hear that the plant is no longer in any immediate danger. Thank you again for your assistance. You're welcome, sir. What's next? Oh, hey, there's a an uninvited Ascian. What? What? You must be anxious for word for your fellows. Lieutenant Alian has reported a sound victory over the main column and informs me that the Scions have already turned their attention to other duties. All but one, that is. The Rogadin lady with the large axe, it would appear she has chosen to remain at the site of the battle. I know not what task keeps her from returning to civilization, but northern Thanalan is no place to wander alone, even for a capable sort such as her. I would certainly feel better about things if you were to check in on her before you continue on your way. Yeah, sure, why not? Come on, gentlemen, let's go. I'm sure he's just over for tea and acorn. See, that's all you gotta do is ask. Oh, hey, this is coming along with this. Oh, you're working on grenades? Oh, you okay there? You okay there, sir? Sir, are you okay? No, I'm doing my own thing, sir. No, I don't want to party with you. I was just healing you.
I won't be a second.
Oh, sorry, Moonbraid. I was talking to some loser who's standing right behind you.
The beast seemed peckish, so I gave it a taste of my axe.
Nice! Murdering evil basilisks. Easily. Good job, Moonbrida.
I know. As Urianger never tires of reminding me, an axe ill becometh the hand of a scholar. What can I say? I like axes.
Me too!
To hear my mother tell it, I came into this world holding one.
That is awesome. Anyway, I'm just saying, that's awesome. I don't care. You can be a scholar and hit things with axes. I am a white mage and I hit things with staves. Whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm just saying.
And it's not as if it stopped me picking up a quill, is it? I often think of the man who introduced me to the joys of learning. He's one of the reasons I decided to come to Eorzea.
This Mr. Louis Soir?
Him and my excruciatingly stiff childhood friend. Considering how unalike we are, it's a wonder we ever got on. The world's a strange old place, isn't it?
You and Urianger were childhood friends, too? Oh my goodness! You know how much I like that! Childhood friends are so adorable. I love them.
Aye, that ought to do it.
Oh, look at that little staff thingy. Yeet!
So far, so good. At these concentrations, it shouldn't matter too much if something goes awry. Just enough ether to make it interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see that? The way the crystal glowed?
And your thingy, too. Your thingy glowed.
The siphon works, I'm happy to say. With a few refinements, it should satisfy our appetite for ether. Which just leaves the small matter of forging our blade.
I'm sure I can find some way to do it. I mean, I did it before.
I'm not sure how to go about it just yet, but I swear to find a way. I'll put a blade in your hands if it's the last thing I do.
Uh-huh. No worries, I told you. I've done it before. Figure it out again. Although, now that I don't have the blessing alert, never mind. Never mind. Positive thoughts. What the?
She senses me. A useful talent.
Oh, yeah, stop being invisible, loser.
An Ascian. Are they onto us?
Don't say a word.
By your brand, I see you are an Archon of Sharlayan, keeper of knowledge, seeker of truth. Meddler.
I mean, yes, but also, that's true, but you shouldn't say it.
I don't know what the hell's you're saying, but I don't much like your tone.
Your instincts serve you well. But come, be not unsettled on my account. That lovely brow was not made for frowns. But I waste my breath.
Ooh, it's an Ascian Thancred. We already got one, and it was Thancred when he was taken over by La Habrea.
Let me direct my words to one who understands them. We meet at last, warrior of light. I am Nabriales.
Hello, Nabriales. Am I gonna have to punch your bug mask into your eyes? I'm just asking.
And you have long been a thorn in my side. I suffered the overweening presence of La Habrea that men might host the power of gods, only for you to undo my hard work.
Yeah, well, your primals are stupid. Sabrina!
Oh, bugger.
Do settle down.
Moonbreed, are you okay?
You must concede that I acted in self-defense.
Yeah, well, you didn't have to push her back. Whatever.
But what's this? I do not sense the blessing of light.
Uh-oh, that's no, I'm just hiding it, kind of like how I'm hiding my power level. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, dear. Could it be that frail Hydaelyn has forgotten her champion? This I did not foresee.
Hey, I wasn't forgotten. A stupid dragon is stupid. Whatever. Whatever.
Shorn of light as you are no longer a threat. And better yet, the seal is broken.
I put the blessing of light in the laundry. Yeah, it's in my other pants. Thank you, Elvie.
Now is the time to claim the staff.
What?
With
Staff?
it in my grasp, I shall rise above them all and take my place at Lord Zodiac's right hand.
Excuse me, what?
What did that bastard want with us?
I don't know, but it sounds like things are getting worse. Something about a staff.
Nabriales, he calls himself. With charm like that, I'll bet he has maidens falling at his feet. Unconscious.
Oh, snap! Because they're bored of his talking. And also because he beats them. That's not so funny.
Anyway.
But this staff, you say just talking about it had the bastard grinning like a brat on his name day. Must be quite a staff.
What kind of staff could it be to be that powerful? Especially to an Ascian.
Oh, gods. He means Tupsimati, Master Louis Soir's staff.
What? No. Oh, no, that's no good.
Minfilia's in danger. We have to get back to the Rising Stones.
Oh, no, we got a damsel in distress, you guys. Let's do it. Elvie, my staff. Staff. Claim the staff? He's conducting a corporate takeover! Oh no! I don't want CEO Nabrialis as a scion! If I'm right, and the Ascian is after Tupsimati, then we'd best make all haste back to the Rising Stones. Minfilia must be warned! Oh jeez, okay, I've got it. Teleporting! Teleports! Oh jeez, oh jeez, oh jeez! Charge! Sprint! Don't get in the way, Midgardsormr! I know you're on my shoulder, but I don't want to click on you. Thank goodness minions don't appear in the Rising Stones. And also there's a cutscene. You're here! Master Louiso's staff is kept in the solar, isn't it? Quickly now! Tupsimati!
You too.
Minfilia! Are you okay? She has the staff.
So, you were able to divine my intent. What now, warrior of light? Ah, but that name is no longer fitting. You have become decidedly dull, and quite incapable of barring my entry.
Yeah, well, I'm still gonna punch you in the face, your fat bug mask face.
What do you mean?
You truly do not know? Then I suppose it is only right that I enlighten you.
No, you can't make puns about this, Nabrialis. You're not a cool enough guy to make puns.
The blessing of light kept you and your fellow meddlers safe. It was that which prevented my kind from entering your domain.
So I was the reason you couldn't come here?
My kind, I say, though it had no power over the likes of Elidibus and La Habrea. Being of this world, they could come and go as they please, while I could only look on.
Wait, this whole thing is Midgardsormr's fault? Midgardsormr, I'm gonna punch you in your tiny, cute face! No, Nabrialis, no! Shall I turn you on, warrior of light? No! 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 You stop that right now, Alteron.
But I need look no longer. Now that the seal is gone, I mean to act. Unlike the others, I am not given to waiting. I shall take that staff and bring about the next rejoining.
Rejoining?
Rejoining? Then it was your doing. The Isle of Val, the scholars, all of it.
You are the one who hurt Mr. Golub and Miss Kryl, no!
You will not harm her!
But Brita, wait!
Moonbreeder!
Why must you insist on forcing my hand? Did you learn nothing from our last meeting? Ah, but I forget. My words fall upon deaf ears.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess, you know, what was it? Insanity is doing the same thing twice and expecting a different result.
broken relic, a memorial to the departed. What possible use could you have for it?
What use? You mean to say that all this time you kept the key, never knowing what it was you possessed?
The key?
The staff Tupsimati, or rather the stone tablet it bears, is host to a great power. Together with the horn, it can be used to draw vast quantities of ether from its bearer's surroundings.
The horn? Where have I heard that before?
How else do you think Louis Soir was able to invoke the power of the 12 without making them an offering of crystals? Summoning requires not only prayer, but a profusion of ether. Even a child knows that.
If I did not know before, you may be certain I do now. But above all, I know that we cannot allow this staff to fall into your hands. I will die before I let you take it.
Infilia.
Insufferable woman. I would happily end your miserable life here and now. Alas, Elidibus would never let me hear the end of it.
The Echo. He's still trying to protect Echo people for some reason.
Very well. If you will not part with the staff, I will take you too.
Wait, what? What? I was joking about the kidnapping part! Oh, Elidibus, I'm gonna punch you in your smug little bug face. I said it again. Ugh! I'll say it a million times. Moonbrita! Are you okay?
After them! Quickly! Before the rift closes!
But what about you? I should heal you! I'll give you a small pep up, and then I'll go. Yeah, Alteron! Alteron just suddenly figured it out. That's gonna pop up later. Here you go. Here you go. Here's a quick regen. Forget about me. Go! Fine, fine. Let's do it. All right. The chrysalis. Gosh, I remember the chrysalis actually being hard back when it first came out. That was fun. Not even Elvie finds Nabrialis sexy, and you know that's bad. To be fair, are you actually... He does have mutton chops. You can see from, like, around the mask, he has mutton chops. What a creep. Who even does that? It's always the 1 DPS. Always. That's true, but when I'm the best healer around, it's fine. Midfilia! Midfilia, I'll get you out of there! Gabrielle being a creep! Time to... Whoa! It's his Ascian mark. Alright. I shall not toy with you as does Laha Brea. Witness the terrible might of a true servant of Zodiac. Oh, he's using double! I'm wary of this slotting line. So this guy will, when he uses double or triple, he uses a spell for, twice in a row, or 3 times in a row. With writhing powers of ruination, from the deepest pits of the abyss I summon thee! So these little balls will give him power if he eats them. But you gotta eat them in order, red and black and red and black. Otherwise, you deal more damage per orb. Oh, jeez! Oh, jeez! Orb! Oh, geez, someone's already dead. That's okay. I think you only got like 1. Shrivel in an apocalyptic flame. Double. Get ready, here comes the spark! Boop. There we go. He's fine. Another spark, but this time it's swift shall be your destruction! Oh, that's a triple. Saw that LV jump, I saw that Dragoon jump! Oh, rip, Paladin. Yeah. Gotta eat the balls, gotta eat the balls. Oh, I'm gonna eat the second one. Oh, jeez, oh. Oh, jeez. Shadow Sprite. Oh, it's dead. Oh, jeez. Grab that one. Turn the very ground against you! Oh, Quakesha? What are you? Sandy? Oh, jeez. I should probably... Oh, it's Quakesha! Okay, here's the big one. By Zodiac's name I command thee, river of time, mine energy in thy sluggish flow. What? Impossible. He has power over time itself? You shall wither in the merciless embrace of eternity. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez, that's no good. We're getting meteored. Ethereal Tear! Go, LB! Yeah! Nice work! Woo! You did it, LB! I saw it! I even got it! It looked super awesome. Oh, that's a triple. Oh, that's a triple. Nice. Eat. He's retreating. Minfilia! Yeah! Yeah! Got him! Oh, thanks. Alright, let's do it! Let's finish this off. Now nobody sees the macro. It's okay. I was happy that LV got
You're
it.
safe. Thank the 12.
Moonbreed, are you okay? I need to do a little more first aid. What? Oh, gross.
You may have bested me this day, but what of the next? What of all the days to come?
I'm just gonna point out, Naprialis, that you're right. I don't have the blessing of light, and I still beat the crap out of you. Haha, rip your other body.
Remember, light no longer holds sway here. I may return whensoever I wish, again and again and again. Eventually, you will falter, and the staff will be mine. Until next time, Scions.
I'll just keep getting stronger, and I'll beat you even harder, yeah. The Orosite!
There will be no next time. This is the end.
Yes! Time to get eaten in the Orosite. Nom 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 nom.
What trickery is this?
Get inside so I can punch you.
No, cannot. No.
Alright. Now I just need to make a blade of light somehow. Great.
Use Tube Samati to gather ether. Quickly, before he breaks free.
Oh, that is a good idea. Thanks, Minfilia. I got it.
Concentrate. Call to mind the time you struck down La Habrea with the blade of light.
I got this. I can do it. Ha! Yeah!
Why won't it work? Is it because we lack the blessing of light?
It's not enough ether.
Damn it. So much ether. And it still isn't enough.
I can't keep this up.
Fools! No mortal prison can contain me. I shall make you pay for your insolence.
Oh, shut up. You're inside a crystal. It doesn't matter. Oh, no. He's breaking free. I can't.
Please, Mother Heidelin, hearken to our plea. Lend us your divine light. Why can you not hear us? Do our words no longer reach you?
I can't.
If only we had a bit more ether.
I don't think I can. Moonbreeder!
Moonbreeder, what are you doing?
What are you?
Must Master Louis. I understand now. The choice you made. In death, there is life. Farewell, Urianger. You damned old coot.
Farewell? What are you? Moonbreeder, wait! You can't do this!
Moonbreeder, no! You mustn't!
The light! The ether!
What? No! It cannot end! I am eternal! I am immortal!
Get out! Nabriales!
Moonbreeder. She's gone. You did it, my friend. The Ascian is dead.
Ilya, are you...
This device is a legacy of Moonbreeder's toils and sacrifice. I shall hold on to it for safekeeping.
I hope we can find a use for it.
Minfilia, are you alright?
Oh, we're fine. She's fine.
I am.
Oh, we were surveying northern Thanalan when we received the distress call. We returned as swiftly as we were able.
And you should have teleported.
It seems you have everything in hand, however.
What happened here? Where is Moonbreeder?
Well, first Nabrialis came, and then he tried to take Tup Samadhi, and then...
She gave her life to temper the blade of light. I have no words.
Rather than await the inevitable, she took her fate into her own hands. Does Urianger know?
Oh, jeez. Who wants to tell him? Oh! Not it!
My friend, there is something I must tell you.
Thanks, Minfilia.
I heard all, my lady. The moon sinketh, taking her leave of the heavens, yet her passing heraldeth the coming of a new day. Moonbreeder hath fulfilled her destiny, hath she not?
Moonbreeder, moon is his moon, so you say that you say.
Long ago, far across the seas in the Charlean motherland, Moonbreeder and I did study under the sage tutelage of Master Louis. Full oft did he impress upon us that knowledge existeth to serve the greater good. This sentiment, however, was contrary to the nation's policy of neutrality, which censured intercedence in the affairs of foreign lands. In spite of vehement opposition, he founded the Circle of Knowing, and journeyed hither to the heart of Eorzea. Through his noble sacrifice, was the realm spared its doom. Yet this great soul, whom all should rightly have honored, was branded a pariah in his own land. His peers did accuse him of forsaking his duty as a man of learning, and of meddling in the course of history. When he left Charlian behind, Master Louisoix gave no word to signal his intent to Moonbreeder. Close as they were, as master and disciple, she was deeply wounded by the sudden exclusion from his confidence. Above all, however, she was confused. Try as she might, she could ill comprehend her master's motive. The slanders that were heaped upon him after his passing served only to inflame the turmoil within her. For years upon end, she knew not what to believe. Torn as she was twixt the man whom she revered and the man who forsook her and his duty both.
The Louisoix I knew would never forsake his duty, much less one of his own.
So why did he leave Moonbreeder then?
This I know full well, my lady. 'Twas not for want of love that Master Louisoix hid his intent. He but desired that Moonbreeder discover her own path, free of the shadow of his influence. Long did I contemplate revealing the truth to her, and long did I hold my peace. After all, was it not Master Louisoix's wish that she come to the truth unaided? I told myself it was, and resolved to let her suffer.
Oh, Urianger.
Knowingly did I deny my friend the comfort she craved. And now she hath gone to her rest, with doubt still in her heart.
Actually, she said she understood what Louisoix meant.
Speakest thou in earnest? Did Moonbreeder truly come to understand Master Louisoix's will before the end?
She did.
The realization hath set her free. She may now find the peace which hath for so long eluded her.
We can pass on.
Oh, Moonbreeder, my dearest, how I shall miss thee.
Moonbreeder gave her life that we might possess the means to defeat the Ascians. Her sacrifice must not be in vain. Let us continue her work on the Blade of Ether and see it to completion.
My lady, I would mourn Moonbreeder in mine own way. I beg your permission to return to the Waking Sands.
Of course, Urianger.
Of course, my friend. Take all the time you require. We shall be here should you have need of us.
Ah, jeez. She was counting on the theory that a soul's ether burns brightest at the moments of its passing. Scholar until the very end. Oh, Baba Limo, shut up! Oh, Moon, I miss you so much already. Her list of grievances against the Ascians was already overlong. Must they continue to add to it?
We had arrived but a moment sooner. Just a few moments.
Never have I seen Urianger so utterly defeated. No one should be made to suffer such grief. We shall gather the Charlian Manor, in the Charlian Manor to celebrate Moonbreeder's life and mourn her passing. Sure. Alright, let's talk. Let's talk about it for a bit. Actually, I think, yeah, we need to continue. When we get a point that I can, when we're moving. As Moonbreeder was a native of Sharlayan, I feel it is only fitting that we gather before the Mark of the Scholar. Are you feeling familiar with the stone? Oh yeah, I know it. You have to go visit all of the marks to get the blessing of the 12 when you get bonded. So Calosa has definitely been there. It is a monument found at Rathfrost and is sacred to Thaliak, guardian deity of the City of Learning. There we shall pray for our dear friend's soul and bid her a peaceful return to the light of the Mother Crystal. Alright, once again, here we go. Here was, the first cute thing, Alteron was mentioning, the quest is called an uninvited Ascian, so Ascians are vampires, confirmed. Very true. But here it is. Oh no! I'm so sad that the woman we've known for 10 minutes sacrificed herself to defeat the enemy that we've known for 5 minutes. And yeah, I get it. I know. It's a lot of people didn't really like this because it felt like shock value, that they were doing it simply to make you feel sorry for someone that you're not, like, you don't really care about. And yes, but also no. I really enjoy the fact that you can tell that everyone, you don't know her, but everyone else did. Ida was talking about how friendly they were. Urianger, obviously. Everyone knew her and really cared about her and liked her a lot, and I think that it does it a disservice to assume, oh, well, I didn't know her, so why should I care? And I don't know. That was one of the really great times, and it was really good that Gideon Emery got to be Urianger during that time, because every time I hear him try to not cry, it makes me, I don't know, every time. And spoilers, no spoilers, but many other times people will come up and they'll keep talking about her. And my absolute favorite is that even in Shadowbringers, even in other stories and stuff, they the moment something cool and awesome and scholarly happens, Urianger immediately says, I wish you were here, Moonbreeder. She is never far from his mind, and it's beautiful. It's not the fact that she dies now when we don't know her, it's the fact that we never got to know her that kills me, honestly. I like it, but not everyone does, and that's fine. That's true. They fixed it with another character when she comes around, but it could have been done a little bit better, but I think that they added to it later on, and they make her, even in death, a presence that is always with us. It's very moving to me. She didn't even leave a body. She absorbed it into the ethereal stream.
Forgive me, Moonbreeder. Had I been quicker or wiser, but I was not, and you paid the price. But you would not suffer us to wallow in our sorrow, would you? You would tell us to pick ourselves up and get on with it.
She would.
And so we shall. We shall defend this realm and her people to the last.
Life for death, a fair exchange.
Shut up, Midgardsormr! You're the reason I didn't have
have enough blessing of light to murder him in the first place. If it weren't for you taking it away, she'd be alive. Shut up!
Other bargains will be struck.
Shut up! Yeah, get out of here! I don't even want to talk to you right now. Jeez. Yeah, the fact that they keep remembering Moonbreed is very sweet and realistic. And it's true. Oh, I forgot. I don't think I can. Can I get up over this? No, I can't see. Oh, can I slide in here? No. No! I gotta go around. I thought I did. And very realistic. And I do love it. And this is why it makes me so angry when people write Urianger and they completely forget about Moonbreeda. Like, they don't even have him, like, considering her. It makes me so angry. They obviously don't know anything about Urianger if they don't know how much he cares about her. So dumb. Makes me so angry. Anyway. There we go. There's my fandom beef for today. Everyone's so quiet. The rising stones feel somehow colder. Moonbreeda always carried with her such an abundance of warmth and cheer. We must find some means of protecting ourselves from Ascian intrusions. Must be a way. Oh, Ida! I don't feel much like talking at the moment. You could just give me some time. No worries, Ida, I'm sorry. I'm loath to see Ida in such pain, but I have not the words to comfort her. Can you imagine it? I, Papalimo, the one who has an eloquent comment for every situation, am at a loss for words. Oh, and last one, Alteran did mention that Moonbreeda does mean Moon Bride, and her father's name was Wolfson, so she is daughter of the Wolf Sun, and she is the Moon Bride. Oh, that's so poetic. Though we have said our farewells, the pall of sadness has diminished but little. Forgive me. As antecedent, 'tis my job to be the pillar of strength for all others to lean upon. Yet I also believe the grief we feel now is precious in its own way, and not to be lightly swept aside. Do you not agree, Calosa? Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. As if a dagger has been thrust into my breast. But 'tis a pain we must learn to bear if we are to forge ahead with our duty. The battles we have fought have taken the lives of so many. Louisoix, Moonbreeda, our fellows at the Waking Sands, even mother and father, huh? Their spirit and dedication to our cause, however, will never be lost as long as we rise to fight once more. I hardly need remind you of this, of course. 'Tis for my own benefit that I repeat these words, a reaffirmation of mine own chosen path. If I do not rebuild the foundation of my resolve, then I am like to collapse in a fit of weeping. My apologies again, Calosa. There is no other to whom I could display such weakness. You are my pillar of strength.
I fear I shall have need of your steadfast presence in the days to come. Victory won, a comrade lost, to honor the fallen the living forge on, towards the light of a new day. And that is the end of 2.5a. So we're going to start on part B. Probably will not finish it, but we will get there. And Phelia has a request to make of you. Have you a moment, Calosa? I believe Ida wished a word with you. I should consider it a personal favor if you would lend a sympathetic ear to her troubles. She has not been herself since Moonbreeder's passing, and my heart aches to see her so downcast. Oh, Ida, she still hasn't gotten over it. I'm sure Urianger hasn't either, but he's not here. He ran off to be a hermit somewhere, which, I mean, to be fair, probably for the best. Hey, it's Calosa! Great! Oh, it's no use. I'm trying to stay positive, but it's just hard, you know? The thing is, I know Moon would tell me if she saw me moping around like this, which is why I decided to cheer myself up by getting her a special flower. I placed an order for a moon daisy with Rowena a little while ago, and it's ready to be picked up. Trouble is, I find Rowena a bit difficult in the best of times, and, well, this isn't one of them. I know it's silly, but I just can't face it at the moment. So I was wondering, do you think you could maybe collect it for me? I've had the coin to pay for the flower right here. Okay, sure. Thank you so much. I'll be waiting for you and the daisy at Rathfrost. Sure, thanks so much. Now I'm sad too. It's not as bad as Neuroxia though. Neuroxia ends me every time. I don't care when it is, how many times I see it. Every time. Ah, Neuroxia, my little baby. Midgardsormr, I knew it. I was gonna click on him sometime. What can I do for you, adventurer? Eldritch trinket to trade? No, just a flower payment. We need a moon daisy, please. Eh, they've got you running errands now. Them Scions really know how to make the best of your talents, don't they? Sending the savior of Eorzea to the Blade Market. 5 years of your time, that is. Seriously, though, you'd best learn how to say no, or they'll have you mucking out the Chocobo stables next. Hey, I do that for Jadelyn sometimes. Anyway, what was it you were here to pick up? Moon Daisy, was it? Here then, take it. Tell that Yida lass I've had a wide selection of headgear in stock if she ever decides to replace that dowdy old mask of hers. Gods know she needs to. I love how Rowena has a personal ether shard that only she's allowed to use. In fact, Midgardsormr, I was clicking on you, so you don't get it anymore. No, I've already had Onion Knight like forever. No more Onion Knight. Midgardsormr! You know, sure, whatever. I don't even care anymore. Oh, I know which ones get you, LV. And we'll get to that when that happens, because that kills me too. That one, I think that kills everyone. We'll talk about what happened with how the fans reacted to that one. Oh, jeez. Yo, Ida! want to look at the tree, not the grass. Rowena can be so annoying. She just will not take no for an answer. Every time I visit her, she insists I replace my visor with something more fashionable. And when I tell her I like it fine just the way it is, she says it again, and then again, and then again, and it drives me crazy. What I mean to say is, I really appreciate you doing this for me. So anyway, let's see it. Moon daisies are often hung to rafters, trees, or other elevated locations to represent the celestial body when performing holy rituals to the goddess Menfina during daylight hours. Calosa uses this sometimes. Calosa knows all about them. Moonbrita loved these things, you know. I hope that somewhere, somehow, she knows I'm still thinking about her.
I'll never forget you, Moon. None of us will.
The song riseth to a crescendo.
Song? What? Oh. Oh no. The dragons. Oh no. Whoever that lord is, he's calling all of the dragons to his side.
Is that what I think it is?
Oh, yeah. Huh? What is it?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yo, Alfie, what's up?
We have received grave tidings from Ishgard. Pray return to the Rising Stones at once.
Yes, of course. We gotta get to the Rising Stones, Ida. Rising Stones. Dragon alert. Woo woo. See, this is why Midgardsormr wanted to come out. Because he wanted to get over here and tell me that we all screwed. You know what? Minion roulette. Get out of here, Midgardsormr. No one likes you. You know what? I'm taking it. Demon Brick. Let's do it. Come on, Demon Brick. You're cool and awesome and not at all like Midgardsormr, who is a jerk who let Moonbrita die. Ishgard is... Oh, Lord, is coming. But not yet. Not yet. But Ishgard is probably in danger, and Lady Vossler's Bay is probably going to be in danger. Actually, Lady Vossler's 2 bays. Oh, jeez. Elvie really likes Ishgardians. Well, Elvie is Ellison, so I mean, can't put it past her. So many bays. Elvie has so many. My apologies for the interruption. It was deeply saddened to learn of Moonbrita's passing. Her loss will be sorely felt. Alas, recent developments in Ishgard leave us no time to mourn. The envoy from Kurthus will arrive soon, and we must hasten to hear her report. Oh, it's Lucia again, I assume. Sorry, the envoy is here. Lucia! I thank you for receiving me at such short notice. Time is of the essence, so I would forego the usual pleasantries, if I may. Certainly. You come with news of the Dravanians? Aye, the dragons have begun their attack in earnest. The first wave reached the Central Highlands a short while ago, and battle was joined soon thereafter. Sir Amaric himself sallied forth with a contingent of temple knights and several companies of the nobles' houses' finest. Though the beasts were ultimately forced into retreat, our victory, if such may be called, came at the cost of many of our own. too many. We will not withstand a second wave should the Dravanians renew their assault. You paint a grim picture, my lady. Is it reinforcements you seek, then? We do. Though it pricks our pride, it is plain we cannot protect Ishgard with our ranks thus thinned by the Horde. Sir Emmerich would meet with you to discuss the possibility of enlisting your aid. Very well, I shall depart for Kurthis at once. I must warn you, however, the involvement of the Crystal Braves is by no means assured. Our commitment to quelling the unrest in Uldam must take precedence. It is with such contingencies in mind that we make another request. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn are known for sharing close ties with all three of the Grand Companies of Eorzea. Would you consent to plead our case to their leaders? Though I will gladly appeal to the Grand Companies on your behalf, I dare not promise a favorable reply. You need say no more. Considering our past dealings with the Eorzean Alliance, I can well imagine how our plea will be received. But the fate of Ishgard hangs in the balance, and we must explore every avenue still open to us, no matter how unpromising. I see. Very well. I shall send envoys to each of the allied nations and have them present to your request directly to the heads of the Grand Companies. In the event that your plea does receive a favorable answer, know that any support is certain to be conditional. Demands will be made of Ishgard. It is only to be expected. Rest assured that I will speak with Sir Emmerich's authority in this matter, and that our actions are fully sanctioned by the Holy See. Which brings me to my final request, a personal appeal to you, Warrior of Light. The Lord Commander much desires to speak with you, regardless of your fellows' involvement. You faced Midgardsormr and survived. Anything you can share of your experience may yield us an advantage over our foe. Thank you. You wear the mantle of hero well. Yeah, well, I gotta get back at him for the... Continue. It would seem the road leads us both to Camp Dragonhead. Seek me out when you arrive, Calosa. Oh, man, we are so excited. It is this close. This close. We'll see, actually. I said maybe I won't finish it, but if we go to the 4 hours instead of 3 hours, we might be able to push through to the end. We'll ask after this cutscene. Oh, the heretics! Some of the knights are traitors? Iceheart, what are you going to do?
The sons must answer for their father's misdeeds. Only then will the cycle be broken.
Surrounding Ishgard.
Brothers and sisters of the heavens, we raise our voices and join you in the chorus. The sinner's feeble magics are undone. Come, claim your retribution.
See? Now, technically, this is technically okay. When it comes to me, because you're not using crystals and destroying the planet. See, this is what you should have done in the first place, but okay. Well, RIP Ishgard! I'm supposed to be doing something, right? Yeah, we're gonna see how we're gonna handle this then. Because technically, this is all fine and dandy. So how am I gonna weasel my way out of this one and decide that it's okay to take sides? I don't know. You know why it's okay to take sides? Because
Midgardsormr got Mubrita killed! That's why, there we go. Ha! Got him. It seems I was the swifter, Calosa. You too, however, have arrived with time to spare, for our host has yet to make an appearance. The murmurings about camp tell of some manner of trouble at the gates of judgment. In the Lord Commander's absence, I suggest we visit the place and find out what is afoot. Gates of Judgment are more than mere doors. They're the outermost layer of Ishgard's magical wards. If our first line of defense can be so easily shattered... Shattered? What? What just happened? A deceptic dragoon. Heretic scum! How dare they meddle with our divine protections! I shall rid our nation of their blasphemy, even if it means cutting them down one by one! Oh, jeez. When I laid eyes on Lady Iceheart, I felt the marrow freeze within my bones. Mark the nervous glances our friends share. The dragons have attacked, yes, but something else has occurred. Something unexpected. Let us question the knights ere we proceed. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. We need not fret over much. There are yet several layers of arcane protection that shield the city from invasion. Mother will be fine. Oh, babies! The first thing he thinks about is Mom. It would seem the heretics struck the first and most telling blow against Ishgard. Scions! We expected you at Camp Dragonhead! My apologies. We chanced to hear that there had been trouble at the gates and thought it prudent to investigate the cause. Then you have learned of the heretics' treachery. Lady Iceheart led a force of her followers against our defenders and came close to dispel the first of our wards. But let us speak more of this back at camp. Sir Amaric awaits you. Oh, jeez. Lady Iceheart has grown bold indeed if she would risk direct action against the city. Come, let us do as we are bid and return to Camp Dragonhead. Lord Harshfont would know where Sir Amaric means to receive us. Oh, I think I know what this one is. Oh, yeah. Nope. I don't know if you're excited about this part, Elvie. Ha 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 ha. Think if I remember what this one is. 'Tis reassuring indeed to behold the countenance of a friend when one's homeland teeters upon the very brink of disaster. Though a single misstep could send us plunging into the abyss, your heroic presence strikes the flames of courage within my heart. Oh, Harshfont, you're a poet. Ah, but you do not come to Dragonhead to listen to my prattling. The Lord Commander has arrived and would treat with you in the intercessory. Let's go, let's go! Greetings, madam. Shall I show you inside? Yes, you shall. Ishgard's future hangs in the balance. If the city's salvation rests upon our assistance, I cannot well withhold it. Even so, I mean to make Sir Amaric sweat for his reinforcements. On this occasion, feigned disinterest may serve the cause of Eorzean unity better than naked philanthropy.
Come, let us find out what concessions the Holy See is willing to make. Yeah, now that the shoe is on the other foot.
I thank you for coming with such haste, and apologize for my absence. Suffice it to say, Lady Iceheart and her heretics have much to answer for.
Yes, we are but recently returned from the Gate of Judgment ourselves. Given the circumstances, we quite understand if you would prefer to postpone our appointed audience.
On the contrary, Master Alphino, I think it more important than ever that this meeting take place. Rest assured, I shall return to my post on Ishgard's walls the moment our business is concluded. Before we move on to the subject of reinforcements, however, I would introduce you to a close friend and stalwart ally, Istinian.
What? Who's this loser? That's Harshaphon. Oh, that guy. Clank, clank, clank. What are you, rusty? What the sparkly, shiny spheres? Wow, you look like Elvie was trying to fight a battle with a blender and lost.
May I present to you Ishgard's Azure Dragoon?
An impressive title, though I confess I know precious little of the Order of Dragoons.
They are formidable warriors all, yet even among such masters of the lands, Istinian is without equal. He, out of all the warriors of Ishgard, was chosen to wield the power of dragons, and thus may contend with any Dravanian. You flatter me overmuch, Lord Commander. If ever I was without equal, I am no longer. As my fellow Azure Dragoon will attest, lady, it is with great honor that I say that Elvie is also beareth the title upon Azure Dragoon.
Sorry, we're changing things up a bit. Elvie is the second Azure Dragoon, but they do. This was the first instance of recognizing when you have a specific item and character, yeah, a specific job. And so I have a level 80 Dragoon, like I have a level 80 everything. So everyone will recognize that Calosa is the best, or in this case, Elvie is the best, the Azure Dragoon. Yeah, without equal. Give me a break, Elvie in the back, like.
Well, now that we have all been introduced, let us proceed to the matter at hand. I will share with you what we have learned of Iceheart's design, as confessed by the heretics taken captive after the assault in the gates. It should seem that Lady Iceheart and the Dravanians share a common goal, the reclamation of Nidhogg's stolen eye.
You guys stole an eye from Nidhogg? Nidhogg, one of the 7 great wounds. His name features prominently in your nation's history. Though once defeated by the hero Haldrath, the beast is said to have terrorized Kurthis since Ishgard's founding.
Aye, many are the scars our walls bear from Nidhogg's relentless efforts to raise the city. The trophy Haldrath plucked from the bested worm's skull, known simply as the Eye, is a treasured relic of Ishgard and one possessed of untold power. Should it ever be returned to Nidhogg, the dread creature would be restored to the height of his strength, and then no wall or ward we could ever erect would be stout enough to deny him. My vengeful son hath waged war against Ishgard for 1,000 years. No mortal mind could comprehend the depths of his rancor.
Thanks, Midgardsormr.
The eye itself is secreted deep within the vault. It is kept up under heavy guard, surrounded at all times by men and women who have proven their loyalty to the Holy See. But though stout walls and sharp blades may suffice to discourage the heretics, the dragons are another matter. There are individuals within the Dravanian horde whom an entire company of knights would labor to repel, to say nothing of Nidhogg himself. Nor does age rob them of their strength. Through the endless march of years that dragons endure, patient, calculating, inexorable, you must understand these creatures do not share our perception of time. And that is especially true of the great worms. They who spend centuries in slumber only to wake and resume their campaign as if mere hours had passed. It has been 20 years since Nidhogg last darkened our skies. 20 years for him to gather his strength and for us to bolster our defenses. And now, just as he seems primed to return, the heretics strike at the gates.
You believe that Lady Iceheart is in league with the creature, then?
Of that we cannot be certain. Though we know the heretics covet the eye, we have been unable to determine their plans for it. Such questions aside, we must needs address the ragged hole their mistress has been fit to rend in Ishgard's protections. 'Tis a weakness the Dravanians are not like to leave untested.
So it would seem. You have described your plight in admirable detail, Lord Commander, yet I cannot help but wonder at your candor. Why share such sensitive information with us?
Because the Azure Dragoon Elvie is part of our group and standing right over there, but sure, whatever. I shall speak plain. Ishgard is in need of allies, and I would have you bolster our front lines in readiness for the coming battle against the dragons.
This much I expected. However, our arrangement concerning the Keeper of the Lake, only you stand to benefit from our assistance in this matter. I fail to see how we should intervene in a conflict which concerns only Ishgard and Dravania.
Alfie is ignoring Elvie ever since Elvie ruffled his hair. I mean, yeah, he's probably trying to pretend that Elvie doesn't exist.
When the Eorzean Alliance requested Ishgard's assistance during Operation Archon, you refused us. Does it not seem grossly unjust to demand that we now risk our lives in your private war?
I make no attempt to defend my country's conduct. I only ask that you consider what would follow were Ishgard to fall. Having razed our city to the ground, the Horde would have little cause to linger and would most likely return to their lairs in Dravania. Soon thereafter, the ruins of Kurthis would be buried in snow, and the land would become the sole providence of beasts and beastmen. Until the Garleans' arrival, that is, for you may be certain that the Empire will not hesitate to claim Kurthis. They will not even have to draw steel.
An imperial providence sharing a border with Mordona? 7 hells. Very well, we'll assist you in repelling the dragons. The roar of a great worm may have shaken the firmament, but we of Eorzea will not abandon our Ishgardian brothers to face the coming of the Horde alone.
Nor did I ever think you would. Now, upon the matter of the roar, allow me, Sir Emmerich. Through the power of the Eye, I have become the vessel of Nidhogg's strength. His very essence is stolen into my very blood.
Huh?
Fear not, I am in full control of my faculties, I assure you. And the Eye itself is of no relevance in this tale. It is not essential that I bear it with me wheresoever I go. Its lingering influence does, however, allow me to hear Nidhogg's voice.
And the worm who roared
was Nidhogg, aye. He means to hurl his horde against Danifin's collar and shatter the remaining wards that protect the city. There can be no doubt the worm has summoned his minions to war. Oh jeez, Dutch angle!
Estinian, more like Augustinian.
Nidhogg. He is the source of all of our suffering. If we do not fell the worm, these endless clashes count for naught. I am painfully aware of the hypocrisy of our request and the self-inflicted nature of our predicament. But should it serve to deliver my people from their unkind fate, gladly shall I bow my head and beg for aid. I expect, nay, welcome, the coming storm of scorn and disdain. I mean, do you think the dragons would really just leave and go back? Wouldn't they just want to hang out in Kurthus? Why not? And then the Garleans would have to fight them instead. I don't know. But you know what? Sure, fine. We'll save these guys. We're saving them for Elvie. That's basically it. Though the circumstances are far from ideal, this desperate endeavor will at least provide us an opportunity to bring the sister states of Eorzea together in common cause. Sir Amaric was more ruthless in his negotiations than I had anticipated. I suppose one must give no quarter when one's home is at stake. But did you see the look on his face when he formally requested our assistance? Though the Lord Commander has long campaigned for Ishgard to open its gates to outsiders, I suspect this softening of the Holy See's attitude towards foreign cooperation comes as something of a bittersweet victory. The days ahead promise to be interesting indeed. Alphino is ready to make preparations for war. If we are able to aid Ishgardians in this war of theirs, preparations will have to be made, and soon. Before proceeding, however, we must needs return to the Rising Stones and make our report to the antecedent. Fine, we'll go. I'm just gonna stare at them. I'm gonna stare as I teleport. Unblinking. Go, boss! Estinicane! Estinkian. Look at you, dorks! Oh yeah, by the way, Estinian is basically Kane 2.0. And Kane is actually Rickard. Rickard is Kane 0.5, I guess? Oh. Water. I've been talking a lot. I need some water. Tataru! Oh, Flamine! Flamine's back. I'm glad. If you're looking for the Scions, they've already left for the Alliance nations. I do hope Ishgard will be saved. Considering recent history, will there be any amongst the Alliance willing to aid the Holy See? Ishgard has few friends at the bargaining table. Oh, Higiri. Though I have never seen one myself, it is said that dragons lair just beyond the borders of my homeland. There are dragons in Doma too? Wow, cool! Should events take a turn for the worse, we are fortunate that this settlement is such a popular crossroads for so many veteran adventurers. The town has been calm through all this talk of war, but if those dragons come to Revenant's Toll, there'll be panic aplenty, I'll wager. Panic a penny, a penny, a panic, a plenty. Yo, Minfilia! Yo, Alfie!
Alphino, it is good to see you. Tell me, what have you learned?
We learned that the dragons are dumb and that Elvia is an Azure Dragoon. Woo! What does that mean? I don't know.
Pray summon the others. Everyone must hear my report.
It's not that important, really. We're just gonna fight some dragons. I don't get it. Whatever.
So this was all but a taste of what's to come.
Indeed. The main host advances upon Ishgard as we speak.
Whose vaunted defenses have been nullified.
Shorn of its wards, the city will bear the full force of Nidhogg's fury.
All those people.
Rip all those people. Rip that mom. That guy who was crying about his mom. Rip all them.
Alphino is right. The Dravanians cannot be allowed to prevail. If Ishgard falls, all of Eorzea will suffer the consequences.
Then you agree that we have no choice but to intervene. For the good of the realm, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn and the Crystal Braves must join the defense of Ishgard.
They must. Uh-huh.
Let there be no ambiguity about what has been proposed. We would be directly intervening in the war.
But we're supposed to be neutral, and we are immediately taking sides. Good job, all of you!
But if all here believe the cause to be just, then to war we shall go. The path we now embark upon is perilous, but I pray you will walk with us to the end.
Look, I'm just mad at Midgardsormr, so I'm gonna punch his kids in the gut. Uh-huh.
For those we have lost, for those we can yet save.
Yeah.
Then it is settled. I shall inform the Council of our intentions and request that they contribute their own forces to the defense of Ishgard.
Hilbert and Yu Hase are talking about something. Riol is watching from a ways away. What's going on? Even with the war going on, there's still things that are giving us trouble. Nothing suspect here, yeah, I have bid the Archons travel to their assigned nations. Should the members of the Alliance agree to pledge Grand Company soldiers to Ishgard's cause, our comrades will be on hand to act as intermediaries for the duration of the conflict. The small matter of persuading the Alliance leaders to grant such support I leave to Alphino. For you, my friend, a different task awaits. I would have you reach out to your fellow adventurers and gather what allies you may for the coming siege. I would also have you consider the matter of our own security. Revenant's Toll is but a short flight from the snow fields of Kurthus. It is not unimaginable for that the fighting may spill across the border. Pray brief Slaffborn on the brewing conflict and discuss potential contingencies. The frontier settlers must be prepared for aught that might ring its way over our walls. I only hope that such precautions prove unnecessary. Before you leave, Mina suggests that you have Tataru accompany you. She has a talent for administration and a firm grasp of the practical challenges we may encounter. Elvi says that while Elvi is the Azure Dragoon, Estinian is the Zzz Dragoon because he's so boring. Get him! Get him! D-snap. Tataru! Yo, Tataru, what's up? We are rather close to Kurthus, aren't we? We'd better see to our own defenses and take stock of our supplies. Oh, and we'll also need to have beds and bandages laid out, just in case. A good receptionist is ready for any eventuality. Let's go, Calosa. I've 101 things to discuss with Slaffburn. Wow, she was running. I'm sprinting too! Oh, I love it. One of my friends on a Discord said, the demon brick is so cute. If you feed him enough, he'll become a demon wall, right? And you know what? He probably will someday. Actually, hand over. Yes, you can feed him. Grow big and strong, demon brick, and become a demon wall someday.
Appreciate the warning. War is coming to Kurthus, and the toll must be made ready. I'll increase the number of patrols and lookouts immediately. I'll also see about finding room for an infirmary, as well as temporary housing for victims of the conflict. Ishgard has done well by us in the past, and I would return the favor. But as for rounding up volunteers for the fighting itself, I'm afraid I must disappoint you. I'm not going to send my fellow guild members to die on Ishgardian soil, and I'm certain headquarters will say the same. There will be no official Adventurers Guild presence at this siege. That said, each adventurer is of course free to do as he or she will. I shall have a word with some of my more capable colleagues on your behalf, and you might try your luck here in Revenant's Troll as well. I dare say there are a few stout souls about town who will answer your call to arms. Sure, let's go look. Oh, Tataru. Oh.
Let's get started, shall we? We have a town to rouse. Oh wait, you're not a cat. An accomplished adventurer. Would you like to fight for Ishgard? Spare me your talk of glory and fame. I'm not in the habit of volunteering for lost causes. I've survived this long by trusting my instincts, and my instincts tell me to stay well away from Ishgard. See ya, I'm out. Well, I mean, that's true. Huh? Real. What's up, Real? Ishgard sounds like she's in a right mess, but that ain't what I wanted to talk to you about. I need you to cast your mind back to that scuffle with the Empire out by the processing plant. A lad from Little Alamigo by the name of Wilred was there on the 4th that day, and I want to know if you've seen him since. Have you? Well, no, there was this whole business with Moonbrita. I haven't seen him since. God's damn it, I fear that much. No one's bloody seen him. It's like the ground opened up and swallowed him whole. But that ain't all. Around the time Wilred stopped turning up for duty, them black market weapons went missing from our vault in Uldar. So now, of course, half the blame suspect the lad of making off with the goods. What? Folk like to believe our company's a disciplined fighting force, but as you and me both know, it's a little more than a motley collection of mercenaries, adventurers, and Grand Company veterans. The only thing that binds us together is some vague oath about fighting for the freedom of all. That and steady pay. Now, compared to most others in this crew, Wilred's a fresh-faced novice, a bleeding whelp amongst wolves. But the boy's got passion. When he talked about being a guardian of Eorzea, he bloody well meant it. A lad like him wouldn't rob us blind and bugger off like that. He ain't the type. And then, this is just between you and me, mind, but there's the fact that the lad wanted to tell me something queer he'd noticed in the ledgers. Something about the Braves' numbers not adding up. Wow, Wilred was good at math? You know, things happen. Aye, there's a villain at the end of this trail I've stumbled upon, and I'll bet me good eye it ain't young Wilred. Wait, you have another eye? The other eye is there? Can I see? No. Any road, you've got a water rage, so I'll let you get on. I just thought someone should know. I'll be seeing you, Calosa. Real, please, don't get into any trouble. I'm gonna say it again. Elvie didn't say it a second time, but I'm saying it again. Nothing sus here. Aw, jeez. This isn't good. So Ishgard seeks sellswords to bolster its ranks, eh? I'm not sure I like the sound of this siege. Those nobles will surely be generous with their rewards, though. But I pledge myself to guard Revenant's toll. Modest work though it is, I am loath to break the terms of my contract. What to do? Oh, look at Demon Brick! He fell over and he's wobbling around. Adorable. Oh, Flamin. Oh, wait. I think this is another Flamin. I think this is another Flamin. That's not the real Flamin. Sell me blade to the Ishgardians. Well, them dragons are a fearsome lot, but I'd slay me fair share if the coin was good. I've worked for one of them nights before, you know. Watched me like a bloody orky did. Still, I'd put up with worse than that for a heavy purse. Well, some people will do lots of things for good money. Kohadu! How'd you get up here?
Wow, I never thought you'd find me faster than Yozan.
Wow! Nice! Didn't realize you'd be up here. Boing! Ow. And this was why, beforehand, before the Domans arrived, we saw the little child. Yeah, here he is! Shiun? Remember we saw Shiun here? And we were like, what? Why is he here? He was a Doman. And he wasn't supposed to be here. They messed up.
Not so loud, Miss Calosa, or Yozan will catch me.
Volunteer my services in the defense of Ishgard? I think not. Dragons claim the lives of every one of my brothers. I do not mean to offer them mine. 'Twas to escape such a fate that I took up the mantle of adventure in the first place. I would sooner die in the pursuit of fortune than huddled behind an icy wall. You know what? Fair. Well, we got, what? One person. Yay.
There you are, Calosa. Did you sway any hearts?
Like 1.5.
1 or 2, eh? Well, added to mine, that makes 3 or 4, not including Slapborn's friends. We won't have the largest company in the army, but I'd say one's Revenant's Toll veteran is worth a dozen clanking knights at best. Oh, I've been so caught up with recruiting that I almost forgot there's been word from Alphino. Apparently, the Alliance leaders are convening in Ul'dah to discuss Ishgard's plight, and they've requested your presence, as usual. Anyway, you'd best make for Ul'dah or you'll be late. Alphino said he would meet you in the Royal Promenade.
Off we go. Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm looking at my fake watch here. I don't think we're gonna be making it to the very end. We're probably gonna have to hit it for next week. I kind of forgot all this other stuff going on. Blah, 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 blah. Let's do that. Oh, yeah! 0.2 second save, speed run. Now I gotta do it when sprinting. That'll be fun. He is the very model of a modern Major General. It was a shark named the Major General, if you were wondering. My apologies for calling you away from your tasks. I had hoped to proceed with these negotiations one later at a time, but it seems my urgent request for an audience have prompted a gathering of the council. Needless to say, I felt obliged to attend. The alliance leaders are already seated within. Let us join them, shall we?
We are well aware of Ishgard's dilemma, and we agree with your assessment.
Then I trust there are no objections to the Crystal Braves' intervention.
Of course not.
Da has none.
Gridania does not object.
The Crystal Braves are yours to command, Alphino. Do what you will. We shall pray for your success.
Yeah, like, no one cares about that part.
It was my hope that you would offer more substantial aid than prayer. I know it is within your means.
And this is where the other shoe drops.
Do not presume that you have knowledge of our every concern. The Garleans and the Beast Tribes are but 2 of many. We are not in a position to contribute greatly to the defense of Ishgard. Not when our own homes are still under siege.
Yeah, I've been killing a lot of those primals. There's extreme versions that I haven't shown off. It's a lot.
We dare not leave our interests in Cartano undefended as well. Telegi Adalegi and his ilk would seize control of the territories in our absence.
The enemy is at their gates, and you would cower behind yours?
Alphino, what did I tell you about when the adults talk?
No one is cowering, boy. We will offer what support we can.
Aye, support. A handful of men and no more.
Would that we could commit more than a token force to this cause. Yet there are others to whom you might turn. The free companies ever want for work.
But there are a lot of free companies. But, like, all of our free companies are working for you, so what?
Ah, yes, the free companies. They're not like to turn you down.
I beg your pardon? You would entrust the survival of Ishgard to sell swords?
Excuse you? Oh, I'm the sell sword. I was telling you. Our free company. Everyone in it works for you. And then you sell swords? Alphino, what did I tell you?
Crises like these are the very reason why this alliance was formed. It is our duty to aid our fellow man.
Did you just slam on the table? Like a child throwing a tantrum? Alphino.
My duty is to my country and my people. If you expect us to place the welfare of a foreign power above our own, you're going to be sorely disappointed. Lest you doubt, Limsa comes first, then the Alliance, and finally, circumstances permitting, Ishgard and the rest.
If Ishgard had joined the Alliance when they were asking for it, when we were asking for it, this wouldn't have been a problem. This is Ishgard's problem.
If you cannot understand so simple a concept, then you have no place at this table.
Get out, Alfie. You sit down.
Forgive me, Admiral. I was careless in my choice of words.
Careless.
I suggest you assemble a party of elite adventurers, assuming you haven't already. Your fellows served us well during Operation Archon. I dare say they will do so again.
Okie dokie. That's what I do. Mm-hmm.
If I may, Your Grace, I wish to propose a redistribution of forces. If we entrust the security of Uldar to the Brass Blades for a time, we can dispatch a larger force to Ishgard.
Raubon, don't even, bow to this whiny baby's will.
Your Grace?
Yo, Nanamo, you okay?
Yes. Yes, of course. Do what you will.
Something's going on. We know, because we saw the secrets, but they don't. And Calosa doesn't.
Is Her Grace not feeling well?
To the best of my knowledge, Her Grace is in perfect health.
Thanks, Lady-in-Waiting.
I see. Carry on.
It's weird to me because, I've been writing a story where the lady in waiting is like the queen's like cousin, and also like that acts as a body double in certain occasions. And so when I see ladies in waiting nowadays, I just am like, why don't they look exactly the same? That's just how ladies in waiting are supposed to. Oh wait, that's only in my story. Oops. Nanamo, so cute! Once again, I owe you an apology. It seems you have been conscripted into leading a contingent of adventurers on yet another mission of inestimable danger. But I fear we have left with little alternative. We cannot well abandon Lord Harshafont and Sir Emmerich to their fate. Yeah, okay. We cannot leave those two people to their fate. We are fighting a literal war for two hot boys. I'm just gonna point this out. We are fighting a war to save two hot boys. Thanks, Elvie. We must abide by the Council's decision, as short-sighted as it is, and strive to fulfill our roles as Eorzea's guardians. And also save hot boys! Captain Ilbert, what news? The assault has begun! We have but this moment concluded our audience with the Alliance leaders. Move our forces into position. Your unit will join House Durante at the Steel Vigil. Man the cannons alongside the knights and thin the Dravanian horde ere they descend upon Ishgard. I will join you as soon as I'm able. Calosa, I would have you and your adventurer allies bolster the defenses of the Steps of Faith. Report first to Sir Marcelin at the Gates of Judgment, and he will direct you to where you're needed most. May the gods grant us victory. I'll fight the war for my two hot boyfriends. I'm just saying, this is it. Fighting an entire war for two hot boys. I mean, there are definitely people who will. And Calosa will do it for friends, but also for hot boys, but also for friends. Calosa doesn't know why she's doing anything anymore. She's kind of just going along with the flow. What is happening here? Alright. Oops. You know what, let's do a mountain light. I've been doing Goopy too much. Yay, snowman! Perfect! Snowman is so good. I'm only missing a little green, but I'm already white and red, so it just fits perfectly. I love this snowman now. I'm so happy. Yo, OV! Just a sec. I think I have to do a little fight thing.
You're the appointed captain of the sellsword contingent? Welcome! There is no shortage of blade work to be done. Dravanian skirmishing parties are harrying positions across Central Highlands. I have assigned the Crystal Braves and your fellow adventurers to contain these scattered attacks, and for the present I would have you join them. This is, of course, merely a precursor to the assault on Ishgard proper. The wily serpents seek to divide and confuse our forces, but we will not be so easily drawn out of position. The Temple Knights will remain on the Steps of Faith and continue our preparations. When the Horde arrives in force, they shall face a wall of Ishgardian steel. Report back to me once their advanced skirmishers are slain.
Will we be allowed into the city, I wonder?
There it is. There it is. Where are our reinforcements? Oh, look at this. Look at these cuties over here.
You've all come. Thank you. How can we not? Your homeland's in peril.
Oh, look at these adventurer peeps. Maybe Elvie and Aonika will recognize these people later on. Yeah. Dun dun. Let me get some green because we gotta go. Oh, by the way, this was before flying was available, but you can literally just go onto the Steps of Faith steps of faith and just hang out? I'll go back on the other way when I get there, Annika, and I'll announce it when I do. Yeah! Steps of faith! Steps of faith! Steps of faith! Alright, let's go. Oh no! They're fighting! Oh jeez, we got dead peeps. Okay, I saw a Kane and I thought it was Allian, but no, Allian's fine. These people I don't care about. Aw, jeez. Gentlemen, help me out! Good. Oh, do a chocobo kick. Got him. Oh jeez! Ah! Oh, I killed him before. More? Okay. I think the other one's all the way up over there, yeah. Yeah, beforehand you couldn't fly, so you couldn't just hang out over here, but now you can. I'm sure they're very angry at me for just dancing on their little land house, but I don't care. Oh no! More fights! Thank the gods you're here! Oh jeez. Out of the way! Jadalin just dodging that like a boss and then kicking that dude in the face. I can't let Jadalin have all the fun. Get out. A Horde Commander! Oh jeez. This guy's a big one. But I bet a Chocobo could beat him. Oh! Oh! Wow! That thing survived one attack from Jadalin. You could tell he means business. Oh, jeez. Oh! I added this. It's Valentine's. It's a little Valentine's thing. And Annika has the other half. So here it is. Little flying heart that proves the wubs of the two peeps together. Oh, and see, here they are. Here it is. Here it is, Annika. Your homeland is in peril. It's these four. You might recognize them in some story, in some quests in a specific area later on. But if not, then that's okay. I shouldn't have left the toll. Oh, hey! He came! He decided to leave his work to come, and now he's probably gonna get himself killed. What the? Woo! Slash a back. Yeah! I can't even click on Elvie. I can't do it. I'm trapped. You don't know those four? They're in the quests in the later on when you guys are rebuilding Ishgard. And then they're like, don't you remember we were fighting at their place and we were at the steps of faith? And so it's just like, what?
What news, adventurer? Reinforcements? Decimated, you say? Dravanian devils, damn their scaly hides! Hold fast to your grief and fury, milady. We will avenge the deaths of your fellows in the battle to come. Prepare for a siege of Ishgard. Oh yeah, you might not have gotten to that point then. It might have been only Elvie, I don't remember. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Ere you commit yourself to the siege, you should know what it is you're tasked with defending. Beyond the gates of judgment lie the steps of faith, a great bridge of stone that leads directly to the city of Ishgard. More than simply a means to cross the Sea of Clouds, the bridge serves as a foundation for the arcane words that form the barrier we call Danafin's Collar. Alas, in dispelling that barrier's outermost layer, that thrice-damned witch Iceheart stripped the bridge of its protection, and thus are the dragons now able to land unhindered upon the steps of faith. Should the Dravanians succeed in destroying the remainder of the wards, the winged devils will be free to swarm within the city itself. Needless to say, we cannot suffer that to happen. It shall be our task as defenders to prevent any harm from coming to those parts of the bridge wherein the wards are sealed. All now rests upon us, adventurer. Lead your comrades out of the steps of faith and prepare to meet the horde. May the fury guide your blades.
Quest accepted. Oh no! Annika hasn't logged back in yet! Oh, just in time! This close! Missed it by that much! Here we go! Let's do it! I'm not, I think it was before they went on, that you go around the area with that guy. I think it's even before. It was towards the beginning. That's why I thought. But if you don't remember, then that's fine. Oh, geez, that's a big dragon. I love this tank is just, it's really tempting to leave this awful trial. It's really not that bad. People are just whiny babies. It's just a long. We claim victory this day on Ishgard Falls. Accept the fury into your heart and defend this bridge with your life's blood. This week to swarm the healers. Focus your attack on the dragonflies. Elvie immediately gets jumped. Oh, geez, don't get crushed underfoot. Slings and arrows shall avail us little against this foe. Ready the cannons! You can use these berthas, but no one does anymore. The berthas are so much fun to do, but no one does it. It's so dumb. No wonder everyone says this thing is dumb. Maybe if people actually did the mechanics instead of just spamming attack over and over. Who would have thought that pressing X over and over would be boring? I don't even know. People are idiots. Get back here! I can't even see him! Oh, there he is. Oh, geez. Don't want to get hit by that. Oh, yeah, that's a song about not getting hit by that. Completion, dreaming. Oh, yo, Annika. Careful there. It looks look at that. He's already almost dead. I don't see why everyone's whining. So the big point of this is you're supposed to hold him back. He's supposed to have a ton of hit points so that he has enough chance to get through all 3 of these wards. There we go. There are 2 more wards behind that. Yeah, there's 2 more wards. And so you're supposed to take a while to fight. And it's supposed to be super cool and awesome and exciting. And now everyone just spams X and then wonders why it's so boring. Yes! Don't let them rush the cannons! It's okay. No one actually uses the cannon, so it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Fun fact, that armored dragon has diamond back. You can learn it from him. As a blue mage, I mean. But it's probably better to just do the regular one. Yo, Ayanoka is using the cannon. Nice. See, Ayanoka is doing what you're supposed to do and use the cannon, but no one does that. Oh, Ayanoka's going up to man the dragon killer. Time your shots. There it is. Get him! Now! A hit! The monster felt that one by the fury! Nice job, Ayanoka! See, look at that. Easy! See, this was easy. Stop dodging easy and fast things, whiny babies. People need to stop whining about how bad things are and just have fun and do them. You signed up for roulettes, you live with what you get. Yeah! The music for this is so good. I just love, I was saying stop being whiny babies and everyone's like, lol, who asked you? Maybe you should stop being whiny babies. I'm just saying, that's all. I never asked anyone. I just said to stop being a whiny baby. They were both whiny babies and didn't wait for a response because you got him. Anyway, the dragons are withdrawing. Victory is ours, and no thanks to the whiny babies. We did it. The whiny babies are defeated, and so are the dragons. And a new dawn is upon us all. Hooray! LV celebrates victory. And look at Astinian, brooding like Cain. One of Nidhogg's greatest champions. Slain. The Horde will not soon recover from this blow. But what of you, Nidhogg? Why did you not join your minions and make this battle a slaughter? Have you grown so fond of the stench of your own lair? Mayhap you prefer to have your allies fight your battles for you. You have a girl to do your bidding now, do you not? No matter. I shall slay Iceheart and all the rest. But I yearn to spill the blood of a great worm, Nidhogg, and only your death will sate my lance. He jumps away like a true dragoon. And That dragon killer was perfect. Good job, Alteron. All thanks to Aeonica, who is brave and strong and humble to boot. Very true. Not at all a lie. Calosa, the dragons are routed. Lest you wonder, the fighting at the Steel Vigil was also fierce, but my crystal braves were not found wanting. Oh, they were your crystal braves. Commander Levior, Calosa, true to your word, you arrived to aid us in our hour of need. On behalf of the Holy See and the people of Ishgard, I offer you my humble thanks. Bow. Yay, we saved the hot boy! Though I would stay and lavish you with well-deserved praise, I fear I must away to oversee the aftermath of the siege. Not all the dragons are fled, and there are yet wounded to be carried from the field. Pray let us meet anon, that I might express my thanks to the proper courtesy. Emmerich! Heart, heart, heart. Elvie is just swooning in the corner there. I too would offer my thanks, Calosa. Through your deeds, we have achieved a victory of singular importance. With the Dravanian horde thus weakened and scattered, the threat to Ishgard has been greatly diminished. And, mayhap equally significant, the Holy See must now recognize the necessity of cooperation with foreign powers. Long have they barred their gates against the outside world, but I am confident that the day will soon come when Ishgard proclaims itself a member of the Eorzean Alliance once more. Much have we sacrificed in our struggles against dragons and primals, the Ascians and the Empire, but step by unfaltering step we march ever nearer to our goals. And, as ever, the journey is made with you in the van. Vroom, vroom! The victory of won this day gives us greater hope for the morrow. 'Tis hope that we shall sustain us in the days to come and bear us past the many evils that yet seek to hinder our progress. Yes, we may have done well, my friend, and I, for one, would have taken a moment to savor the enormity of our achievement. The demands of duty, however, allow me little time for levity. I must accompany Captain Ilbert back to Ul'dahn, reassign those braves whose squads have heavy losses. You, my friend, have earned a rest in the Rising Stones. Pray return to Revenant's Toll and share your tale with Minfilia in person. Also, I love the, at the van, because I named the heroine, Calosa in my Adventures of Mana playthrough, and her mother was the leader of the van, so she was at the van, so it's just all coming to it, it's all coming back. It's all coming together? What was it, I think? There we go. Let's head back. Oh, hey, everyone's moved around again. I am faced by a merciless mountain of administrative chores. Thankfully, this is one battle I am well equipped to fight. Oh, baby. Though Minfilia has committed the Scions to Ishgard's cause, has she? Though she makes her pronouncements with unshakable confidence, I can only imagine how agonizing it was for her to arrive at this decision. So many lives at stake. The threat of war sows panic and confusion, and routine tasks can offer a calming stability, being sure the larder is properly stocked, for instance. Where is everyone else? Maybe they're out fighting their own stuff. Well, I mean, they did commit all of the Scions, so they're probably still out fighting. Hope everything's okay with them. Calosa, welcome back! Alphino sent word of the siege, and of course of the role you played in ending it. Your deeds never cease to amaze me, Calosa. Thank you. You must be weary, Calosa, and now may very well be our only chance to... Oh no. Antecedent!
Tataru. A messenger from Ul'dah arrived with a missive for you.
Nani? The royal seal. Curious indeed. An invitation. On behalf of the Council of the Eorzean Alliance, Her Royal Majesty Nanamo Ul Namo invites the Scions of the Seventh Dawn to attend a feast at the Royal Palace of Ul'dah in honor of Ishgard's recent victory. It would seem we are to be recognized for our part in lifting the siege, you for your valiant efforts as commander of the adventurers' contingent, and the Archons for their earnest attempts to rouse the city-states. Truly, I find it strange that the Alliance leaders should think themselves deserving of such a place at such a celebration. All three refused to deploy their standing armies, preferring to send hastily assembled companies of sellswords, many of whom perished ere the siege began. Are they truly so brazen as to seek to share in the glory of your triumph? But mayhap they simply seek a pretext to meet with the Ishgardians while the mood is yet jubilant. Such an occasion would mean a fine opportunity to press for Ishgard's return to the Eorzean Alliance. We have scarce time to mourn, Mutfrida, and I, for one, am in no mood to carouse, but I suppose we must put away our grief for the good of the realm. Though you were promised to rest, I fear I must insist that you also attend. It would be strange celebration indeed if the victorious hero were not present. Pray content yourself with the thought that such occasions may bring about momentous change, this without recourse to bloodshed. Tataru, if you would do me the favor of contacting the rest of the Scions and not contracting them, I mean, I'm sure that they wouldn't mind being contracted, but regardless.
Of course, Antecedent. And please let me know if there's anything else I can do.
What? Why is Tataru so sad? It's time for a party. It'll be great.
Curious. I've never known Tataru to sigh at such requests. Could aught be amiss?
Maybe I should go check it out and ask her what's what.
Tataru's troubled, I'm certain of it. Would you mind speaking with her? I fear any concern I show will be met with stoic denials.
Look for Tataru at her desk. Thank goodness it told me where she was. I never would have figured it out. Especially not with this giant mark on the mini-map telling me exactly where it might be. What? Oh, that's why. She's not at her desk. That seems weird. Oh, everyone's here! I gotta talk to these people first. Have you witnessed the scene over yonder? Such is the fate of those who toy with women's hearts. Let us see how Thancred's silver tongue wags its way out of this one. This is another one. Yes!
Why don't we leave these others to their squabbling?
Mikote man-stealer! I'm the one who procured the rarest of ores. Oh, poor thing. Haha, rip Thancred. I think one of them says, yeah, you'd best watch your tongue. He said I was his favorite muse. Ladies, please, this is no way to... Oh, hello, Calosa. I was just, entertaining some friends. Oh, gods. Rip Thancred. Peter, are you crying? Oh, you're laughing, okay. Oh, God, make it stop! My sides are about to burst! A primal shackles its faithful with the bonds of eternal devotion, but I fear the power Thancred wields over his admirers is rather more fickle, especially when each realizes she is not the sole object of his affection. Do we not have more pressing matters to attend to? In Doma, fidelity is a highly prized virtue. Perhaps it is a difference in culture, but this situation lies outside my comprehension. No, Higiri. No, Higiri, it's just that Thancred's a loser. Alright, continue. Oh, Thancred! Ha 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 ha! That was the other one that appeared in the Thancred music video they made. Oh no, where is Tataru? Flamine, do you know?
Tataru? I believe she just stepped outside. Now that I think of it, she did seem rather preoccupied.
Preoccupied with what? May. How? Tataru. Oh, there you are.
Little Mikote girl, look at this cutie! Where's Koharu gone? I want to play hide and seek too.
Aww.
Oh, Calosa, it's you. I didn't mean to worry anyone. It's nothing really. Well, it's not nothing exactly, but it feels like nothing compared to the towering trials you and the others face every day. And that's why I should probably talk to Minfilia before things get any worse. You know, you always know what to say, Calosa. I'm glad we had this little chat. What?
I'm very good at talking to people, apparently. Ow. Much better. Feel the swelling in my ankles. Yeah, a little bit of a small little arc thing, but I think they skipped out most of the Tataru arc. There was a Tataru arc where she is like, I want to be a better person in the Scions. I'm gonna be a miner, and you wander around and help her mine stuff. But they cut that out, and when Flamine joined, Tataru did like one small little line that was like, maybe I should ask Flamine some tips on mining, and then that was it. That was the whole, like, they just cut it all out.
My mind is made up. Yes, Tataru, you have my undivided attention. I've been hesitant to broach the subject, what with all the recent excitement, but Calosa made me realize that there's no time like the present, and time is what I'm here to ask you for. I'm not sure I understand. If you wish to be excused from your duties for a time, you have certainly earned the rest. Oh, right, I remember this. Yes, okay. But I suspect that lying abed is far from your intent. You know me too well, antecedent. There is, in fact, something I've been wanting to try my hand at. Along with the adventurers and the Crystal Braves, the Scions are consistently being thrown into dangerous battles and deadly predicaments. Even Hoary Boulder and Coltonet have been promoted from guard duty to fill our need for competent warriors. And so it seems only right that I, too, should acquire the power to defend myself and others, more importantly. When I return, I should be both your receptionist and your bodyguard. Good day.
Yes, I remember this one now. They cut out her trying to be a miner, but they kept this in because it's adorable. Oh, hey! Oh, hey, Hoary Boulder.
That's the first time I've always been knocked to the ground by a Lalafell. I've never seen Miss Tataru so determined. Has aught befell with which I might help, Antecedent?
Not at present, thank you. Was there something you wish to ask me?
Oh yeah, pray excuse my distraction. An adventurer who wants to join us for escort duty was injured while out on patrol, and I fear we cannot properly defend the scholars entrusted to our protection without the aid of at least one more guard. Therefore, I humbly request that another adventurer, of the capable kind of course, be assigned to our party.
Very well, I shall consider the potential candidates and provide you with a replacement as soon as I am able.
Right, thanks, Antecedent. I take my leave of you.
Dude, she just Minfilia. You don't have to be so stuffy about it. Yeah, they cut out Minor Tataru. I'm so sorry. Now, there are 2 quests you can get here. 2 quests you can get here. We are going to do Tataru's first because the second one is, it's a little more serious, and it's easy to get whiplash when you do the serious one, and then suddenly you're doing lighthearted, cute stuff for, Tataru. So,
The power to defend oneself? Tataru has ever been full of surprises. Now that I think on it, I do recall Urianger mentioning that she had developed an interest in Arcanima. Perhaps she hopes to gain admittance to the Arcanists Guild in Limsa Laminsa. Yes, that would be the way of it. Would you be so kind as to journey to the guild and see that all is well? It is doubtless unwarranted, but surely I am not alone in my concern for her safety.
Oh, it won't let you do both at the same time. Thank goodness we picked this one up first then. Alright. To Limsa Laminsa. You know what? To the Free Company Estate and save 300 gil. Tap. Temple tap. Bomb palanquin. Boing! 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 Nice! Let's leave the residential district. Saved 300 gil. And then we just head to the Arcanist Guild. Easy. Quick and easy. Oh, it is. She's down below. I guess I should probably sprint. Demon Brick? Let's do something else for now. What's next? What is it? Enkidu! Sure, why not? Tataru! Look at her in her little outfit! It's all pink!
Calosa, what are you doing here?
We were just here to check up on you.
I didn't mean for her to worry. That's the last thing I wanted. Putting an end to such worries is precisely the reason I'm here, don't you see? I, Tataru, shall become a great and powerful Arcanist. And now, at Mistress Thubergame's behest, I must go and complete a special training exercise until we meet again.
Oh my gosh, she's already level 5? She's too powerful. Thubergame. Thubergame.
Ah, if it isn't Calosa, what brings you to the guild?
Oh yeah, because Calosa's also an Arcanist.
So you are acquainted with our newest member. An Arcanist of your experience must see that her potential is somewhat lacking. Nevertheless, she would not be denied, and goes now to undertake her first trial, a simulated inspection of 3 crates. Doubtless you recall receiving similar training under Kilia's supervision.
Yeah, I remember. So she's already level 5. Wow.
A thought occurs to me. Why not oversee Tataru's training yourself? Given your relationship with the girl and your familiarity with the task, I think you the ideal choice. You need only head to the cliff south of the Zephyr Gate as before and observe at a distance.
Okay, sure. Easy. Zephyr Gate, there it is. Okay, we gotta watch. She was behind this. If you're a level 5 Arcanist, you do this little thing and you need to inspect these crates, and then there's monsters inside, and then this lady pops out and she's like,
yeah, I'm a sun cat and very smart and cool. Let's talk about smart and cool things together because Arcanists are smart and cool.
And so now I have to watch. And make sure that she does this appropriately.
Or as seas to Pirates Port, where she met her shining jewel. For to bring the smugglers' plans to naught came the lass whom none could fool. Beat 'em with the backdraft, got 'em with the gust, deck 'em with the downburst, go carbuncle go! Yeah! Oh, are those crates I spy? Ah, this must be the true test. We're ready for them, aren't we, Carbuncle? Car be like, nope, F this shit, I'm out! Carbuncle? Carbuncle? Carbuncle! With his little head up in the air, like, nope, 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 nope. Oh no, she's surrounded! Yeah! Come back, Carbuncle! Come back! Oh, Tataru. And you learn your Carbuncle is bloodthirsty. Yeah. Carbuncle's ready to murder anyone, but not Tataru's Carbuncle, apparently. Oh, Tataru. Poor Tataru. Should've known you would come, Calosa. You needn't say a word. Your face says it all. I know you bore witness to my shame. Betrayed by my own Carbuncle and left at the mercy of wild beasts. I must accept the truth. I'll never be a warrior like you or the others. I will inform Mistress Thubrigame of my intention to withdraw from the guild. Arcanima, like so much else, is beyond me. No, don't cry! Oh, poor Tataru. Oh boy, sorry, I was being quiet because some people are whining in Novnet about something. Some people are complaining about this post-game, ARR post-game is so bad and terrible, you guys. It's so bad. That's okay. Not everyone enjoys this stuff. I enjoy the intrigue, but a lot of people can't handle that stuff. Ah, back so soon. How fared our fledgling arcanist? Abysmally, Mistress Thubrigame. Abysmally, as Calosa will testify. I was wrong to become an arcanist. Wrong as usual. I'm completely and utterly unqualified, and I sincerely apologize for wasting your time. Tataru, if that were true, I would not have permitted you to join in the first place. We must all come to accept our limitations, lest our ambitions lead us astray. However, we must not lose sight of our strengths in the process. For example, your exceptional skill with numbers helped you gain a solid grasp on the fundamentals of Arcanima. Were it not so, you would have struggled to even summon Carbuncle to your side. In my opinion, the Scions are truly fortunate to have such a capable and good-natured receptionist in their service. Would you not agree? You are too kind, Mistress Thubrigame. Though I cannot overcome this challenge, I shall take your words to heart and try not to be discouraged. Aww.
I enjoy the parts of ARR Postgame with Amaric and Arshavon. Thanks, LV. I do like, though, that LV is like, Lady Vossler themselves is a very good math person, so LV probably would have been a very good arcanumist. As fetching as these garments are, I fear I shall never don them again. But I can't go back to the Rising Stones without something to show for my time away. I know what I can do. That is, if you don't mind accompanying me for a little longer. Sure, why not? Wonderful, then to Costa del Sol we go. It's a bit of a gamble, but I'm confident it'll pay off. Okie dokie. There it is. Oh, there she is. We go down. Oh, look at her! She's all dressed up for the sun in the summer. Look at this cutie! Cutie patoot! Yes, this is it. This is where the man of the drowning wench told me to look. There is a certain variety of clam that can be harvested this time of year in Bloodshore, one which produces the most marvelous pearls. However, these clams are also coveted by certain wild creatures, and since I fared rather poorly in battle last time, let us be off. Fortune, I've already found one. Would you be so kind as to keep watch while I work? This should only take a moment. Open up, you little... This is proving more difficult than I thought.
Okay, you go do that. I'll stay over here.
Gentlemen! Punch it! Oh! Oh! Oh, wow! That took like 4 hits from Jadelin. That thing was strong. Yeah, it's the beach episode. I probably should put on my own thing, but no thanks. Stroll. There we go. Well fought, Calosa, well fought. I knew I was right to ask you to come. As for me, I have my prize, a bounty of blood pearls. So named for the reddish hue. They were treasured as wards against dark magics in ancient times. I thought I might make some charms for everyone, that no matter where they go, they'll always be able to come home. It's sort of the power to defend myself and other people, in a way. Right, well, I mustn't keep Flamine waiting. There's work to be done and lots of it. We're to secure provisions for the Scions and the Limits markets. She may have an eye for quality, but I have a nose for bargains. Will you be heading back to the Rising Stones? If so, pray convey my apologies to the antecedent and tell her she needn't worry about me. Farewell, Calosa, and thank you for everything. That sounded rather final, didn't it? How about until we meet again? Have a good one, Tataru. See you around. Bye-bye. Aw, and then the sun was rising. Perfect! Uh-oh. Off she goes onto her own adventures. Immediately gets eaten by a crab. Thank you, Altair. jeez, that chandelier. Okay, we'll probably got enough time to do the next, to help that guy out, that scholar guy out, and then afterwards, we'll probably cut it there. Welcome home, Calosa. I gather you found Tatara and Limsa Laminsa? Well, we just did a few things and went pearl hunting. It was great. My, it sounds as though she had quite an adventure, and while it did not end as she hoped, I suspect that it will prove to be a valuable experience. I dare say she could have managed without our intervention. Even so, I appreciate you indulging my request. Yeah, no worries. Amid of regret and desperation. Uh-oh. I wondered, do you perchance recall the commitment I made to furnish Hoary Boulder with a capable adventurer? Well, I'm sorry to say that I have as yet been unable to do so. Now I realize you are rather more than a capable adventurer, and that escort duty is frankly beneath a woman of your talents, but I do have no one else to turn to at present. Might you be willing to forego rest and assist us in this matter? Generous to a fault, I thank you, Calosa. Now it seems only fair that I explain the import of the task in question. For some time, our order has employed a handful of scholars to travel around Eorzea, taking etheric readings that we might better understand the impact of primal surroundings. Naturally, it behooves us to ensure our employees' safety, and so we asked the adventurers in our service to serve as escorts. Hoary Boulder and Coltonet were to act as two such escorts, as was a third adventurer. At last, due to injury, said adventurer is not presently fit for duty, hence my need to impose upon your goodwill. Sure, whatever. You are truly a pillar of strength, Calosa. Hoary Boulder will share with you the details of your task. He should be waiting for you outside. Be safe! I have no problems with being safe. That's what a white mage is for. And besides, we have Hoary Boulder, he's the tank. We have Coltonet, he's the thaumaturge, the thaumaturge black mage, and I am the white mage. We've got a healer, and a DPS, and a tank. We're fine! I had no idea you would be assisting us personally, Calosa. My sincerest apologies for dragging you into our affairs. It's okay, no worries.
Calosa, is it true that you agreed to lend us a hand?
Yeah, I did.
Huzzah! What did I tell you, Coltonet? Our misfortune has become a blessing, an opportunity to serve alongside the warrior of light herself.
Need I remind you that we have 3 scholars to escort, each of whom will take a different route?
True, but our mission is the same. Separated by moms we may be, but in spirit we shall be together.
Oh, you two are dorks. If such thoughts bring you joy, you are welcome to think them. To more practical concerns, Calosa, we would have you attend to the scholar charged with surveying the South Shroud.
He's waiting at Camp Tranquil as we speak. All you need to do is follow the man. He will determine the most appropriate locations to take his readings. In spirit, Calosa! In spirit! We shall be together every step of the way!
Of course, Hoary. You have fun. Alright, here we go! Camp Tranquil. We can say hi to our white mage friends. Actually, you know what we can also do? Before we take a quick thing, let's take a quick detour. I have a feeling that around this time, Calosa has gotten very good. She's been using Thyrus for a while, but we can make it stronger. And by gum did Calosa do it. Oh my goodness. It was not fun, let me tell you. A lot of time doing a lot of dumb things. But I got it. I got Thyrus maxed out and I am not going to waste it. So then, let us go to Hirstmill, find our replica vendor. Hello, Geralt. Nice to see you again. Unavailable. Rip. And let's get... Oh, where is it? No. Augmentation, no. is it? Maybe I have to be out of New Game Plus to do it first. It's somewhere around here. You still have the unfinished Papyrus. There it is! Zodiac Weapon Zeta Replication. Replicate Nirvana! Here he is! Whoop. Oh yeah! Oh yeah, that's nice! Yeah! I like it! There we go! And then, very quick, let's just glamour that straight on. I think Calosa is prepped and ready. Cha-chan! Perfect. Let's do it. Now we can go to South Shroud. I'm sure he won't mind me taking a little bit of time to get myself situated and looking perfect. Mwah. Oops, I went to the wrong one. He was in Camp Tranquil. Oh, and also, this is New Game Plus. I can't do it while mounted. New Game Plus is perfect and fine and not at all dumb. Hey, we're back. Hey, there we go. And we'll just fly. It's fine, it's fine. You can wait a little bit longer. You can wait another minute. Yeah, one more minute. One more minute. Yeah, I don't recommend you doing that sort of stuff unless you are specifically in that. If you are like doing it as like per patch, which is what I did here. At last, the Scions woman deigns to grace me with her presence. A pity that we have no time for pleasantries. Our first destination is Iceheart. Come, we are late enough as it is. Oops. Maybe I shouldn't have gone playing dress up. Come on, Maggie, let's go. Zoom! Forest, trees, good. Yes, this location should suffice. Once I finish calibrating my instruments, I require but a moment to take the necessary measurements. I trust I need not explain that my work can suffer no interruptions. Then please stand at an appropriate distance and keep watch for one beast. Teamwork makes the dream work. Good job, Jadalyn. I see we have both completed our respective tasks. A satisfactory outcome. Though if I could make one suggestion, you might try to dispatch your foes more quietly in the future. I do not aim to pick fault, but I really must be allowed to concentrate. Now then, Snake Bolt awaits. Shall we? Jadalyn, you gotta be quieter. Alright, let's keep going. Snake Bolt, hey! Snake Bolt is, yeah, that's where Amdapur Keep is. This is Amdapur Keep. We went in there just a little while back. Yeah, look at that. Look at you being all Amdapur-y and keepy. And this was also where we fought, Gilgamesh. Battle in the Big Keep. Yeah. Lots of fun, cool things going on with that. Anyway, let's fly on back. Sorry, I was taking some time. Again. Right about here. Ah, yes. I would ask that you keep an eye out for dangerous beasts, as before. Let's do it farther away. There we go. Easy. Fascinating. These readings are not at all what I expected. Though perhaps that should come as no surprise. I'm not given to superstition, but there is a queer, almost blasphemous air hereabouts. Let us quit this place and return to Roots Lake. We have one more site to survey. Well, I guess this was when... Oh, actually, yeah. Technically, that's because this was when Amdapor Keep Hard was released. And so... That's supposed to be like a, oh, you should go here and remove all of the evils from Amdapor Keep. So no worries. No more blasphemous airs. We got rid of it all. We're good. Nice. Now this one down here we have not been to yet. This is, Amdapor... The Lost City. Thank you. Lost City of Amdapor. We will get to this one eventually. No worries. As before, my guardian, pray leave me to my task and ensure my safety. You know what? I'm getting tired of this guy. And there are revenants all around already. It's time for some holiness. I don't care if it's too loud. Oh no, that's a lot. Gentlemen, help! Data should prove invaluable to... Ye gods, what is that stench? Did you slaughter a creep of adamantoises while my back was turned? Quickly now, to Camp Tranquil. I will not have my clothing reeking of blood and offal. Yo, scholar! You chose to paddle in the Ichor a while longer, I take it. Dude, I flewed! No matter, I took advantage of my unexpected privacy and performed a cursory analysis of my data. It would appear that there has been a measurable decrease in Eosia's ambient ether concentration since the calamity. However, this data is far from conclusive. We must take additional measurements to confirm my assessment. Who better to serve the science of the Seventh Dawn than a humble scholar and his faithful assistant? For our next survey, I will have you escort me to Earth's fount. The ambient ether concentrations there are so high that crystalline structures form spontaneously. Consequently, anomalous fluctuations should be much easier to detect. Brilliant, yes? No, I didn't bother answering. That was rhetorical. Now come along! Oof. Gooby time, Gooby flying. We're gonna head to Earth's font. This is where Odin is. If you're, they eventually made it because a lot of people couldn't actually complete Odin. So what they ended up doing was they made a trial where you can fight him yourself, and it's just a cute little quick trial. You just punch him in the face. He's actually really hard because at level appropriate, if you get hit by like any of his abilities, you will die. Just straight up. There is just no questions. You need to dodge his attacks. So it was kind of fun. And say, hey, look, spontaneous crystal formations. These aren't corrupted. You should be more than familiar with the procedure by now. Pray find a suitable position from which to keep watch while I take measurements. Oh no, this person is dangerous. reached her. She said thanks. Hope I got to stay. Welcome. Yes, quite high, yet markedly lower than the historical measurements taken near the end of the 6th Astral Era. Will the presence of a primal account for the difference, or is there something else? Something else? Doop-a-doop-a-doop. Waiting around for monsters. Something else. Scion! Scion, come here! I need you! What's going on? What? What the? Wilred?
Fear not, my friends! Help has arrived!
Hurry, what? There you are, Calosa. Hori and I were worried when you and your charge failed to return at the appointed hour. Wilred?
Gutted like a hog, but not by one, no. These wounds were made by a blade. Doesn't look like he put up much of a fight either. Nary a mark on his sword or shield.
Someone stabbed him in the back? It's just a boy. Who would do such a thing? I've heard nothing of any Crystal Brave operatives in this area. What caused that Wilred to come here?
What should we do?
We will see to the scholar's protection, Calosa.
Aye, and the boy's remains. You should return to the Rising Stones. The Antecedent will want to know what happened here.
Yeah.
So do I.
Odin was released in 2.5, I think. Not entirely sure. Oh, Wilred. I couldn't save him. The strapping lad.
We spoke a few times in the Rising Stones. He wasn't as experienced as some of the other Braves, but gods, he had passion.
He had.
And Enkidu, stop walking on corpses!
Gods, what a waste. Pray leave matters here to us, Calosa. You must return to the Rising Stones and inform the Antecedent at once.
I've never been so close to oh gods! Oh gods!
And Enkidu gives 0 Fs. You are right. You know, I'm gonna have a little sit. Process. And think. Who could have done this? And why? We'll have to figure that out next time on the ending of A Realm Reborn. So, we'll see you then next week. Bye bye.